Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wagwan, habari zenu. So today is another day. Happy new month to you all. Happy August. Sorry, I didn't wish you happy new month on fast. I forgot. Just forgive me. You know, sometimes this making videos, sometimes it consumes time. People think we just sit here and know. It is not sitting. You have to know what you are going to tell your audience. And I'm happy we are back here. So today we are having two ladies from Kenya, and we are going to talk about them, what is happening to them. One is a pastor now, finding it is not life is not easy, even in the pastorhood. It is not easy. Men will always be men. So I'm not advocating for men to be like that, but that is what they are. That is what they are. They don't like peace. Most of them, they don't like peace. They just want to be who they are. So we are going to talk about that. And we are going to talk about another lady, Kenyan lady who got married to Mzungu. As you all know, in Africa, especially here in Kenya, if you get married or if you are dating a Mzungu, people think you umeomoka. That Kiswahili saying is umeomoka. Umeomoka is like now you've gotten yourself a gold. Now you are just going to float on money. That is the mentality, and that is what people think. So this lady also, when she met this man, she thought ameomoka. So we are going to see all that. And then we have Marwa here now on his video saying, no, there was a time Marwa brought Muita, a boy called Muita. These names sometimes they confuse. Muita in his channel. This boy wanted a sponsor so that he can go to college. So he gotten himself a sponsor. So this lady was talking to Marwa and now was trying to let Marwa to not talk about reactors, what. And do you think that is going to be easy for Marwa? Because this is how he makes his content. So we are going to see that and much more. So now, let's start with this, the lady who got a Mzungu man. So this lady who got a Mzungu man, because as I said earlier, many ladies, especially young girls, here, especially in Kenya, I see them. And I think you also, you've seen them. It's something which is happening. So when they find, maybe they get these wazungu men, old men, most of them, they are old men. So when they get them, these wazungu, some of them tell these ladies, me, I don't want to have children with you. But ladies, sometimes they think having children is a way of maybe tying these men to be with them. So this one really happens most of the time. So they end up getting children with these men, and then these men dump them, and then they get a lot of problems. So in this case, this one I'm talking about, this one never got pregnant. So she wanted to get pregnant after staying with this old man for a long time, because she met this man when she was 20 years old, and now she was now getting 27. So she got worried because she also wanted a baby, because baby, some people say it's a men's relationship, and there are some who feel just okay without baby. So this one lies on a person. So this lady confronted the man. Well, what is happening? I want my baby, because this man already had his family. He had a baby and a child, I think, because the child was almost the age of this lady. So we are going to hear what happened. What did he do to this young girl then? And because by now she's a lady and a big person. So now let's see what happened to this lady then. We'll take it from there.
People think you are living this, lifestyle, and you have money, and the family members are looking at you, especially when we have issues like funerals or weddings or things like that. You're supposed to contribute. And I remember there was actually one time my mom's cousin passed away, and I said, I need money to contribute to this funeral, and I need to go to the funeral. So he said, well, you can contribute, but you don't need to go to the funeral. I said, no, I need to go to the funeral. Why do you need to go to the funeral? Are you going to bring her back? And this is the issue. When you don't have money, money is power. And this is what I tell my girls that follow me on social media. There's a thing I say, whoever signs the check keeps you in check. So he tells you what to do. He tells you what to wear. He tells you how to do your hair. He tells you where, when, and when he says jump, you're just supposed to ask how high, because, you have no power.
Whoever signs the check keeps you in check.
Yes.
Oh.
Lynn, I could not do my hair the way I have done my hair like this with the braids. I was not allowed to. I was only allowed to straighten my hair, and do weave. In the old school, we used to do weaves.
Yes.
Wigs are now,
in
popular,
fashion.
but we used to do weaves. And there was a particular kind of weaves, not just any weave. I used to do a weave to be called the palmed weave. You needed to be straight. He hated curls, styles with curls, braids, any African styles like mlazosji, monges, all those kinds of things.
He hated.
Yes, only straight hair palm and weaves, and particular weaves, not just any weave.
Yeah.
So now, when it came to the issue of talking about children, as I said, he became distant, and I have no money, I have nothing. I'm just sitting there, just,
in your mansion.
Yeah, in my mansion. in my mansion. And the reason why I mentioned money while I'm talking about children is because there came a point where I should do tests, because I became concerned, because things were not happening. And now I'm 27 and there's nothing happening. So I went to a gynecologist, and he suggested that I should do some tests. There is this test called HSG. It's a very painful test, and I did it, and they said I had a one blocked tube on my right side, but the other side they said it was okay. And now, once I got that report, this man had friends who were doctors. They were Indians. He took my report and took to his friends. And Lynn, they started discussing me like I don't exist. So by the time they are calling me, sort of like consultation now to this particular guy who is a doctor, and now my man, we went together, and they decided my tube should be removed. Okay? So I said, is that necessary? And Lynn, I'm not, but that now, if it was now, I would have been able to know that is not necessary. But then I'm young and I don't know much, and we didn't have a lot of access to the internet, because that time, now you can go to Google and say, oh, is it necessary to do this for this? So they told me my tube needs to be removed. And they booked the surgery and everything. And I remember the day I should go for the surgery, I went for the consultation, for the preparation for the surgery. And I spoke to the doctor who should perform the surgery. Said, are you okay with this? I said, you are the doctor, you tell me,
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the day of the surgery, that is something that I will never forget, because I went in and I got, they prepared me and everything. And of course, during surgery, you don't know what is happening. But after the surgery, now what transpired during that day when I should have the surgery, the doctor told me when I should go now for the follow-up. And I remember that doctor asking me, the one who actually performed the surgery, because the Indian guys said that he's going to recommend the person the gynecologist who should perform the surgery, because he said something about his field is not gynecology, is something else. So I'm thinking, why is somebody who is not even in that field making decisions about? Like, it's a big mess. So I went for the follow-up appointment, and this doctor asked me, Rose, who is that man who brought you, for the surgery? I said, ni bwana yangu, And he said, no, that is not your bwana. I said, why? Because when we should prepare you to go into the surgery, he said that we should prepare him also because he wants to watch. He wants to see how such surgeries are performed.
Oh my God.
He said, in my field, performing surgeries, I have never seen a family member ask something like that. Because usually the family members are outside with pastors and church leaders praying, that the patient will make,
that the surgery is successful.
Yes. He was there saying that he should be prepared and he should be given the masks and everything because he wants to watch how they perform such surgeries.
Oh.
So the doctor told me, I don't know, whether it's my place to tell you, but a person who would actually want to watch you being opened up and he doesn't feel that he could feel something, I have never seen anything like that.
That's weird.
Yes, that is weird. So the surgery was done and I went home to recover. And after I recovered, I remember there were some doctors, some volunteer doctors who came to that area to just, perform, like give treatment. Doctors who came to that area to just, perform, like give treatments for free for the villagers. And I told myself, they were from the US, and I told myself, let me take this SSG, this test, the X-rays, and I had also done some scans as well, the ultrasounds. Let me take them and see what they would say about this. So I went there and I found somebody who was in charge of gynecology stuff, and I went in and I said, I just need your opinion about my case. I have done these tests and I have done these scans, and the outcome was that my tube was removed. So I would like you to tell me what you think. And he looked and he told me, why was your tube removed? I said, that's what was advised to me. I don't know. He said, no, that based on what I am seeing, that was not necessary. That was not necessary. So that left me feeling like, it felt to me like they was trying to sabotage even my chances of actually conceiving, because already I was having issues and now they have actually added more issues to my story.
So you had that lady talking about how what she went through with this old man she was dating or she was married to, because when these people, when they don't have children, or maybe when they don't want children, I mean, if they don't want and you are forcing them into children, they can go extra mile. You heard what happened to that lady. Even the husband could imagine her success to go to the theater to see how the wife is being operated, just to confirm, because for confirm that shows he wanted to see that that place removed. I don't know how you call it, whether it is uterus or water, to be removed, so that next time there'll be no baby. So sometimes before we sign ourselves this type of maybe Omoka, before you think of going to Omoka, yeah, so before you start maybe going to this Omoka, because these old people sometimes they don't want they don't want themselves to be having more babies. So I think this was a way of making this lady not to have more children or any child. So I don't think that was good. It was very sad. It was a sad experience. And she's saying, if you don't have money, money is power. If you don't have money of yourself, your own money, the one who is signing for the check, that person will always check your movement, check whatever you are doing. He will or she will check. If you are doing this, you saw how the man was controlling even how she makes her hair, how she does what. So out here, even those people who are just getting things for free, I think this should be a warning to those who like free things. Because if you like whoever is sending you free things, or maybe whoever is giving you free things, always they will have a say in your life. Always they will always control yourself. Always have something to do. And sometimes always manage yourself. Don't let people take charge over your life. This is all about this thing, because this lady was young and she thought maybe she was going to Omoka, but instead her life came to a standstill by this old man making a threat of her life. Because for you to go and make someone assign the doctors to operate her, now you want to stand there to see if they have removed whatever they were removing. It's like now he wanted to confirm, is it removed? That is what he wanted to confirm there. Some people out there, they are beasts. You look at people, you think people are okay. Some are not okay. So there, I just pity that lady, but she's doing okay. She's doing okay. That is all what African people go through. People find themselves in that situation because of money. People think when you get a Mzungu man now, your life is going to be easy. So that is that. Now we have this Kenyan pastor. So this Kenyan pastor, as I said earlier, they like posing. When you see those what glitters, though not all that glitters are gold. So sometimes these people, they like posing photos. Not only these people I'm talking about, people who like this life of maybe I want to be seen as a rich person. I want people to respect me because I have money. I want people to be seeing me with big cars, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Mercedes Benz, all these names, these big names. So this lady and others, they have been posing with big cars, big whatever. When people see them, people admire. Sometimes, my people, let me tell you, be in that small room you are staying in, because sometimes you at least you sleep. Out there, these people, you think they're living good life, they don't sleep. You can sleep until maybe someone else comes and wake you up. Pamela, wake up. It is morning and you are still sleeping. And others, their life is just full of, maybe they are taking pills to get some sleep. So whatever you have, you should just appreciate and get contented with what you have. Sometimes that all that glitters might not be gold. So you see them out there, the ladies saying, sometimes the husband forces her to pose so that people can see that they are doing okay. You see, all these things. So now let's hear what she's saying. But she's saying she has pretended, but she cannot pretend anymore. She's tired. She has tried. She's a pastor. She has prayed over it. And sometimes it's not maybe the will of God, but she's tried. She's tired now. Even the man is just seated there. She's talking about this, and the man is seated there, saying that maybe both of them are tired. Let's hear them.
Have not slept. Now anda uko wapi? Because the last time we talked, uliniambia 10 minutes ndakuwa home. That was 10:40. Nimeamka 10:50 ama sana saa 5. Sasa ni saa 7 ya usiku ndo namtext namuuliza, babe, we talked about this 3 days ago. We said there is no business past 12 that will help any home. Unaona? So
unless you're a watchman.
Nikamwambia unless you're a watchman or you're a doctor or you understand. Nikamwambia ni tabia ya usiku mimi sitaki. And anything that happens at night is not a good thing. And then akaanza kujitetea na marafiki walishikwa. Nikamwambia that is why unafaa kuacha kwenda nje usiku. Marafiki wanashikwa, wanafanya vitu vizuri ndio washikwe. Mr. Superman, kazi yako ni kupigiwa simu utoe watu nje. Kwani wewe ni nani? Wewe ni DCI? Basi utoe wala watu ndani kamiti basi. Jichote. Toa wala kwa kamiti. Mo is a narcissist. If he does anything wrong, he turns it around like mimi nafaa kukua. Unajua ule mama ananga feelings. Anakuanga tu hivi unapigwa pa. Unasema sawa. Wewe ndio mfalme. Unapigwa tena pa. Unasema wewe ndio Yesu. Yeye anataka ni behave hivyo. Mo anataka namwambianga mimi si mawe, nenda Maya stone. Nenda Maya. Nikamwambia how many times have we talked about your lateness? Nikamwambia na mimi nimeshindwa kukaanga na mapasta tunakaa chini tunamuongelesha. Kwa nini masikio?
Netizens had different reactions.
So that is the pastor, and the husband is just seated next to her there. So the lady was now talking about her frustration, because these are things they have talked about, and the husband is not taking it. So the lady pastor is feeling like now she's tired of pretending. Sometimes she's being told, behave like this when we are in public, behave like this when we are doing this. Now, sometimes, like now she was acting. That one, she talked in Kiswahili, saying now, the husband expect her, even if she's beaten, she should just be saying like, no, oh yes, she should be saying now, whether you are beaten, you are the wife, you've been wrong, the husband beats you, and he expects you to be saying, I'm sorry, like now. She was now saying as if you are Jesus, You see, something of the sort. So she has decided enough is enough. Whether it is she's a pastor or whether she's what is enough. So sometimes when you see these people, that is why I said you be contented, because they can pose out there, and that these kind of things have spoiled many marriages. People think people who are maybe godly are perfect. We are all the same. We are all human beings. So whatever you are going through, just soldier on. Maybe one day, one time, you will come to overpass it. But if you feel it is overwhelming, don't stay in an abusive relationship. Whether you are a pastor, whether you are a clergy, or whatever you are, in a toxic relationship can end up in a badly. So I cannot advise anyone, whether you are a pastor, because this lady is a pastor, and the husband is also a DJ in a gospel DJ. So that is that. And the way people have been seeing them as the perfect couple, people have named them perfect couple here. But now, because you don't know, some say I better cry in a Lamborghini than maybe cry in a motorbike. Which one would you prefer? Crying in a Lamborghini and smile in a motorbike, eh? Me, I would prefer, let me not say, I want you to tell me, would you prefer to cry in a Lamborghini or smile in a motorbike? So let me know in that comment section. So that is the thing which is going on in that family. People have known them as perfect family. So now you know, no perfect family. According to the lady, this man always comes late every day, late at night, and they have been talking. These are people who are teaching people the word of God, and then you are the one who is breaking it. So whom should you trust? You trust your God, you trust yourself, and maybe just put your trust in God, because out here you can never trust. So now we have Marwa. So Marwa had this lady telling her about, oh, don't talk about reactors, don't talk about people who hate you, because they don't know how to differentiate reactors and maybe hate. I don't know how they put this hate. Hate is no. I don't know. This is what I've come. I don't know how to differentiate hate. I've come here several times trying to get the words of hate, but I don't find the word of hate. So this lady is trying to tell Marwa to stop up talking about them. So do you think Marwa can stop talking about the people? He cannot, because even if he's cornered like what, he can never own his mistake. The only thing he sees him as himself as a saint. There's no day you can come here and say one day, me, I've not done this, I've done this, I'm sorry. We are not perfect. We are all human beings. But with him, he's always there to protect his egos and says, oh, they have wronged me. He's someone who people wrong. He can never wrong someone, because when you wrong Marwa, you wrong God. That is according to him. Hmm? He's a chosen one. So people talk about him. People tell him you are chosen. So the chosen one cannot wrong anyone. So he's a saint as people take them. So let's see if maybe this time he's going to take heed of this advice he had been given. Otherwise, I don't have much to tell you apart from whatever we've discussed. So let you go to the video, watch the video, and share the video. Give me the likes, and see you in my next video. Thank you so much, and welcome to those who are new in the channel. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.